1, 2. Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome, depending on where you are, you guys are tuning in from. Guys, so happy Freedom's Day. And I thought, you know what, even though I know that it's a holiday, I know that it will be a small group, but I thought, let me deposit into the community and share with them how we actually find private sales. So for those of you who do not know me, the name is Lucian Godfrey, and we are the NMS team. So thanks for tuning in. I see that there are quite a number of people here. Share with us in the chat, please, guys, where you are tuning in from. It's not going to be a long call. It's going to be straight to the point. And yeah, then we'll be able to get on the go. But I believe that this skill will help you to actually maximize the bull run that is coming. So in the chat, if you guys are able to comment in the chat, do share with us where you are tuning in from. Share with us whilst we will be sharing the screen right here. Okay, so let me see if I can find the chats. Okay, Pretoria is here. Pretoria is in the house. Awesome stuff. Seems like people are not able to find the chat, but yeah, so congratulations. Namibia is here as well. Congratulations, Namibia. Sky Lady is here. Sky Lady is one of our winners of last week. So congratulations. Masera is here. Lesotho is here. So guys, without further ado, let us hop onto it. Okay, sharing the screen. Okay, fam. So number one, when it comes to NMS, the main goal is basically for you to be able to make a profit of between $1,000 and $10,000 per month. So irrespective of whether we are investing into NFTs or private sales, but the goal would be for one to be able to generate between $1,000 and $10,000 per month. Now, this is obviously a journey, and often it doesn't happen within month one, but based on the testimonials you have seen, it is actually possible to achieve that and more within 1 month, but it depends on where you are actually starting out. Now, like I've said earlier, the name is Lucian Godfrey, and when I got started back in 2016, I started with less than $100. So I had around about 1,000 rands, and it took me a while to actually get to the goal I've just shared there with you. So if you are where I found myself back in 2016, where 1,000 rand was a lot of money, one can also participate in this, but it will take some time, because I always share that it is actually a journey. Now, in 2017, I was able to walk away from my full-time job. And then within a few years, we started out NMS, NFT Millionaire Secret. So it started off in crypto only. And then when NFTs came on the radar, then I knew that, you know what, a lot of people missed Bitcoin. So let me help them understand NFTs quickly and not have 5 years go by for them to actually understand it and participate in it. Now, it is not only with NFTs that we were able to get the results that you have seen within our testimonials. So much of it is actually also based on the private sales that we invested into. Now, the reason why I'm doing this short training is to educate you so you can actually distinguish between what are legit and what is not. Now, obviously, I'm not sharing financial advice here. We are basically sharing what we are doing and what has worked for us thus far. So part of the team is obviously my wife, Shanique Godfrey. And if you are on this call, then most probably you interacted with her, because by registering for this call, she sends you an email with the Zoom details. So Terry Lynn is also a part of our team, and she is also here on the call. She'll be assisting with answering some of the questions that I can't get to. And she input in the company, we can't even put a value on it. So I know that based on the feedback from the community, everyone loves her, and they are doing a great job. So she's head of support and administration. Now, guys, in short, we're going to cover the mindset that one should have, what private sales are and how it works, the strategy that we are doing. And yes, we also have a bonus for you guys, where you will be able to actually get access to closed doors that many of you didn't know existed. So number one, when it comes to mindset, I believe that if you have the right mindset, there's no way that you actually can't go. So a couple of months ago, more than a year actually ago, I've invested close to $500,000, like just over 20,000 US dollars. I've invested into a certain ecosystem. So as a result, I got access to this group. So they are a group of whales. They are basically, when it comes to so you might ask yourself, what are whales? So whales are basically those who have huge portfolios in crypto or NFTs. So likewise, if it were fiat, one would call them millionaires. So upon getting into this group, I actually learned, and I then agree with the term that says that the rich stay rich. So based on what I found out there. However, coming back, I've discovered that these guys all have the same mindset, obviously guys and girls. So they have the same mindset. And what I've learned from there is that when it comes to success, you actually need to have a millionaire mindset. So I'm going to share a bit of it in here. And if we want to achieve that results, then I think that you will find this valuable. So they know to actually pay it forward. And I mean, even myself, I see a whole lot of people that have started this journey with me in 2016. And if the mindset is not right, then the results will actually show. Why am I saying this? Many who started out this journey with me in 2016, because they've been here for long, almost 7 years, they are not willing to actually pay it forward. When I wanted to write a book, I paid one of the best coaches. When I wanted to take my business globally, I paid one of the best coaches. So the one thing that you don't want to do is to think that, you know what, I'm so qualified that I don't need to learn anything more. Because at the end of the day, even according to the Bible, if you are not going or you're not learning anything, that is actually when you are dead. So you don't want to be stuck there. So you need to be willing to pay it forward, to basically do what is needed in order to actually get a result. And also be willing to, obviously, even before you see the results, believe and then invest into yourself. So you need to take action fast. So you don't want to be waiting 5 years. There are many who actually saw me starting out when Bitcoin was under $400, when Bitcoin was just 7,000 Rand. And then now, 7 years later, they say, no, I can see that it's changed your life. I would like to get started now. It's not, you haven't totally missed it, but I mean, it was 7,000 when I started creating awareness, and today it's over 500,000. So at the end of the day, you need to actually educate yourself quickly and take action fast. When it comes to taking profit, you want to be patient. So it's important that you are patient because that will often it will result to you actually maximizing the opportunity. Be willing to modify timeframes. Many come to me, the first 3 questions that I ask people when they come to me, I ask them, what does your capital look like? How much would you like it to go into, and in which time frame? So it's obviously always a good thing to, in terms of your time frame, be willing to modify it, because sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it actually happens way quicker. But you need to be flexible to be able to modify your time frames and wait for the right time. And that is what all the characteristics that I've seen within that group as well. So at the end of the day, if you want to achieve if you have a goal, you obviously want to model someone who have achieved that. And this is what these whales are actually implementing. And at the end of the day, because the general public don't have access to that, I've been able or fortunate to invest that amount of money to get into this ecosystem, and now I can make private sales available to the general public. Then you also need to be realistic in your expectations. Just this morning, I shared one member's testimonial. Their portfolio grew with 500,000 Rand, which is basically 26,000 US dollars. But this person, it also took them time. So it's not like you are going to achieve that within the first few days or months, etc. Because this is not a get rich quick thing. If you are looking for something to get rich quickly, then this is not for you. In fact, by being on this call, you are actually wasting your time, because this is not going to work out for you. However, if you are willing to build a portfolio over time and change your life within months to years, and then I think that you would find value from this. So let's proceed. Now, I want you to know that about 8 to 10 businesses in the traditional world is failing. So based on statistics, 8 out of 10. So that is basically 80%. Now, when it comes to crypto and NFTs, a way bigger percentage are actually failing. So the method that we use has helped us to get the results that you guys have seen. If you go on our websites, if you are getting emails from us, you have seen the results that people are getting, their testimonials, and there's a certain strategy that we implement, and that is what is actually responsible for us getting these results. And that is what I want to teach you guys here today, because the bull run is coming. Everyone is excited, and there are projects launching on a daily basis. And if you know how to look or how to identify the legit ones, then this will actually help you to make better decisions. So I want you to understand that tokens or coins or NFTs, they are basically just there. Each token or coin or NFT are representing a business. So if the business wants funding from a government today, they need to jump through a whole lot of hopes, and many of them don't qualify to actually get funding from government. So what they decide is, let me launch a token or let me launch a coin, and then have people fund this, and then I give them my token, and then I go and do my business. And if the business is successful, the token will obviously be successful. However, that is why so many scammers are getting away, because it's so easy to actually do that. But I want to show you today the method that we have implemented to learn how to actually identify the scammers between those who are actually starting out real legit businesses. Now, this method, we have an abbreviation for it, TRD. And I'm going to explain to you what the TRD method is and how we apply it to private sales. Back in December, about what's the date, 27th of the 4th month. So 4 months ago, Olutle joined us, and in order not to take up too much time, she have joined us. She took action. She was also on a call such as this. She invested into some of the projects, one mainly, which is the Houdini private sale, which she got allocation to through me or to us at the NMS. And she was able to generate within the first month $5,000, which is 100,000. And within the second month, she was able to generate another $5,000, which is 200,000 within 2 months. Then obviously, because she's a networker, and just know that this was without introducing other people. This was without introducing others, just by the private sales. And because she's a networker, she shared the results. Many of her friends also became interested. And currently we're investing into more private sales, which you guys are going to learn about on this call. So her friends also wanted, and then she was able to generate even more income by introducing others. But like I say, that is not the main focus. Without introducing anyone, she was able to achieve the results that you are seeing on the screen. So many ask me, do I need to be promoting or whatever? No, that is not the business. That is that's not nothing. The product, she was able to achieve those results just with the product that we are actually presenting. So one of the private sales that Jose also got into, he was able to profit from that, like 125,000 rands, which amounts to like $8,000. Carlo, he has been with us for over a year. So within his first year, he was able to generate about 100,000 US dollars, which according to this, the rate at this point of time is about 1.8 million rands. So likewise, one of our clients was able to grow their portfolio into a substantial amount. And there you can see within 1 day, his portfolio grew by 200K, which is like almost just $11,000. But I want you to understand, guys, this person has a big portfolio. So don't expect to get in with a smaller amount and expect that kind of results within months or days. That is not what it is. So yes, this person also started off with a small amount, but it took years to actually grow it into a big portfolio. So I have a lot of people who say, you know what, I want to quit my job. Can you help me within a few months to achieve this? If you don't have a big amount of money, then chances are that actually doesn't work. So you need to be willing to build this over a period of time. So like I always say, it's a process. Now, the misconception that I actually see within this industry is where people believe that they need to give their money to others. Guys, we teach you how to take control of your money. I know it's a bit of a learning curve because now you need to create a wallet and you actually need to take charge. But at the end of the day, if you are willing to learn this, our support team is growing on a weekly basis. We have more and more people in our support team, which Lynn is obviously leading. And we are there to help you on this journey. So you are able to learn how to actually be in control of your own money within your own wallets, and you do not have to give others your money so they will actually work with it. So once you learn this, you then become even more powerful, because at the end of the day, a lot of people think that, you know what, in order for me to be able to achieve this results, I need to invest into a company or etc. And often that is where scammers comes in. They just put off the website. It's just by a click of a button and there it's gone, and you don't have access to your money. But we teach you how to create your own accounts, how to have it within your own wallet, and then you participate within the market. So no one can put off a website, etc. You are the only one who has access to it. And you don't have to actually be trading all day. And I often say that, you know what, our strategy is a bit boring because you add some funds and invest into a project. Then within a few months, you are then able to make a decision. I'm going to take out this much profit, etc. Or sometimes it happens within weeks. But at the end of the day, it's not like you'll have to be sitting in front of a computer on a daily basis. You saw Gordon's testimonial, and Gordon actually invested like in month 1, and then he disappeared for a year because he was on holiday in Thailand. And yeah, after a year, he came back and said, Lucian, let's open a call. And then his portfolio, or the stuff that he bought, grew with more than 10 times. So if you don't have a lot of time, just know that this can actually also suit your schedule, because at the end of the day, you are still able to participate because you don't have to sit in front of a computer the entire day. So, and you don't have to invest big when getting started. You can get started with any amount where you are. Obviously, the smaller the amount, it's most probably going to take you longer to get your goal. Likewise with me, I started out in 2016, and it took me some time to get to where I am today. However, it's still basically worth it to be able to get into this market. Now, what does TRD stand for? TRD stands for the following. Now, remember what I said. I want you to make a note. Each token, coin, or NFT represents a business. So this business needs to tick off the TRD method. This is what these whales are doing. This is what all of us are doing. So you also want to be doing this when you are identifying projects. I've explained to our inner circle this morning what actually was happening in the market. And at the end of the day, they start to understand it at a deeper level. I want you also to understand this market at a deeper level. So the team or the business owners, those who are making all the moves, they need to be trustworthy. You need to actually be able to trust them. Then they need to show face. Most scammers you can identify because at the end of the day, they don't show face. We are doing a Zoom call here and we are showing face. So that is what you actually want to look for. You need to be transparent. You also want to look at their track record. Are they used to giving up on what they have started? Because anyone can be excited when you're getting started. But once the dips come, are they willing to persevere and work through their challenges? Okay, so obviously also, do they have the resources or do they have the skills to deliver the product that they are actually promising? So like I said, every coin, token, or NFT, they are representing a business. So they make a certain promise. They say they are going to achieve this in their roadmap. And you need to identify that they actually have what it takes to achieve that result. Then you also want to make sure that is there demand in the market for it? it's no use you want to go and build something that is already existing, or you can't even improve it, and you're gonna maybe be more expensive with your services or product. So there needs to be a demand, and you need to be able to then have others obviously buy into your product or service. And then I would say that that is actually the most important 3 ticks that you need to tick off. If you do that, yes, it takes some time to actually do a bit of research to establish that. But at the end of the day, if you want to get the results, then you need to obviously put in the work. Obviously, we have a WhatsApp group where we share the projects that we are investing into. Then you obviously make a decision. So I like to teach you everything I know. So you can also then use your own discretion or go and do your research and establish whether you want to also participate in those. So guys, if you are still following, do you understand what we mean with the TRD method? Put for me a 2 in the comment if you understand what I've just explained. Let's see if people are following, because we don't want to move forward if you guys do not understand. Put a 2 in the comment if you do understand. Okay, so the 2s are flowing in. And now, let us speak a bit about the time frame when it comes to private sales. Now, friends, when a coin launches on Binance, on KuCoin, or on Luno, on altcoin trader, just know that others got into it way earlier. Most people in this world only know about exchanges where they can go and buy. And when they buy on day one, they think that they are early. But guys, you are actually not early when you are investing or buying a certain token when it is on when it launches on an exchange. Private sales works like this. Remember, I told you in the beginning, this is why I believe that the rich stay rich. So when I invested this amount of money, I was able to get into the Wells group, and I actually found out, you know what, these guys who are they are actually getting into projects way before it actually launches or the public knows about it. And why is this the case? It's because they are disciplined investors, and before people start their business, they would actually come to this group of people. Think of Shark Tank, for instance. So people would then come to us as the whales. They know that when we invest into private sales, we are not going to be selling all of the tokens all at once on day one, which means they then get funds from us to be launching the product. And as a result, we get the tokens for a very low price. Now, if you see there, when it comes to private sale, let's say this business wants to launch and you are able to get it. Someone is writing on my screen. But yeah, just ignore that. So you launch, we get the token. Msizi, please, yeah, please do not write on there. Okay, so guys, if you want to get into the private sale, that is what happens right at the start. So let's say you get into the private sale and you are able to get it for 0.001. When it launches in, we as the private sale investors, we introduce others that also wants to get in. We pay big YouTubers to also get in and then promote this, but they get this token at, let's say, 0.03. As a result, these guys are now getting in at a low price as well. But those of us in the private sale already got in at 0.001, which means we're up 300%. So now when it launches on the DEX and the price goes to 1 cent, you see that how far we are up in terms of from the private sale. We're up 10x. And as the business is growing, they reach their milestone 1 and they launch on an exchange. We see that the results just gets better. So where do you want to get in? If you want to get in at the private sale level, or if you want to put for us a 3 in the comment. If you'd like to get in on the public sale, put a 4. If you want to get in first on the launch on the DEX, put a 5. If you want to get in once the company has already established themselves, put the 6 in the comments. Let's see if people are understanding. Okay, so 3s are flowing in. I can see that, you know what, people are actually understanding why it's important for you to actually, or why we were able to get the results that we got. It's because we get into the private sales. But guys, the private sales is not open to each and every one out there. People out there, they don't even know that private sales exist. Only when I was able to invest into a certain ecosystem that I told you about earlier, and I was able to then get access to it. So we get some allocation. I could have kept all of this for myself, but I decided, you know what, so many also want to get in. So those who are within our community, I give you guys access to get into these private sales. Now, let's move forward. Let's go back. Now, let's make an example. If you were to get into this private sale and you've invested $50, like 1,000 Rand, and you are willing, you are patient to wait it out, we can see what can happen within that time frame. Guys, 2 years is not a lot of money. Obviously, you can sell at any point of time, but at the end of the day, that is what the potential obviously looks like. So let's move forward. This is one of the private sales that we actually got into. I did not ask these people's permission to share, so that's why I can't share the names, etc. However, the other testimonials, those people were willing to share. But these people invested this amount of money, and when we were up over 600%, I said, you know what, let us take out the money that we have invested and take out some profits, and then we keep the rest. So that is what one can actually expect from participating in private sales through us. Now, I've obviously launched my book because I cannot explain to 1,000 people on a daily basis how these work. So obviously, one can go and get my book, and then from there read and learn how you can obviously participate in this. So once you do that, then I believe that you will be equipped to obviously understand how to identify these projects. So in there, we teach the strategy. We also give you access to the training. You also stand a chance to win an iPad. Then optional, if you want to do the business side of it, you can also do that. But all of that you are getting for 255 Rand, which is like $15. So to me, that's a no-brainer, because at the end of the day, the potential that one has when you have that knowledge, I believe it actually it is way, way, way more than what you are obviously paying. So those are the benefits. You get the bonus training, you get the chance to win the iPad. You are also stand a chance to make some commissions should you wish to, and you can go and get the book at nftmillionairesecret.com. So for you to get the book, you can go to nftmillionairesecret.com, and then because you have our book, you are also eligible. You can also invest a certain amount of money into some of the private sales that we are investing into. A bit of a small amount we will cap you on, but at the end of the day, it's something. So what happens if you go to the website and you buy the book? You will be met with this page, and you will be able to put in your email address, and then you will put in your details once you've completed the payment, your name, your email address, your cell phone number, and also your sponsor. Your sponsor is basically the person who sent you to this live call, or if you're watching on the replay, then it's the person who actually sent you this. So put their name in there. Now, guys, I know that people read, they get the training, but many also want us to actually hold their hand through it. So if you want us to hold your hand, we show you how to, for instance, create the wallets, how to safely transfer funds from your bank to your exchange, from your exchange to your wallets. If you want us to hold your hand through that, then you are more than welcome to actually get our course. And the nice thing is when you get our course, you also get tokens in this private sale. So without investing another amount into the private sale, you are able to just buy the course and then also get tokens. And the goal is obviously for this tokens to actually be even worth way more than what you actually paid in the first place. So if you think that is a great deal, put for us a 7 in the comments. Put for us a 7 in the comments if you think that, you know what, it actually makes sense. I get the course and I get tokens. So obviously, if the tokens do as well as what we have shared there with you, then you are actually getting the products for free. So I see that 7s are flowing in. Now, how do you get the course? So Shanique just indicated that there are questions, so we will be able to entertain the questions. Once we are done, we are actually wrapping up within the next few minutes. We will wrap up. So if you want to get the course, you can obviously go to nftmillionaireseeker.com/course. When purchasing the course, you will get access to the membership website. You will also have access to a downloadable app that you can access your course on your phone. You will also be able to book 2 one-on-one calls with myself. We also have a WhatsApp group, a global community where we discuss projects, etc. You will be able to get into that group, and the products or the private sales that we invest into, you will also get access to that. So you are not going to pay $2,997 US, which is like 60,000 rand. That is not what you are going to pay. You are only going to pay $497 US, which equates to close to 10,000 rand, and additionally $200 worth of NMS tokens you are going to get. So you are getting back $200 worth of tokens if you are going to do this before the 7th of May. So to be able to get all of those tokens, so if you do that at a later stage, you will pay that full amount, you won't get the tokens as well. However, if you do it now, you will be able to get those $200 worth of tokens. And let's say it only does 10x, then your $200 worth of tokens goes to $2,000. It's way more than actually what you paid initially. So I think that's a no-brainer. You can also get in on the payment plan where you can pay it within 3 to 4 months. And then you are obviously able to get access to the products immediately and get access to the private sales immediately. If you take it on the payment plan, you can reach out to Lynn at support@luciangodfrey.com to learn more about the payment plan. And once we wrap up now, I will be giving you a chance to ask questions, and you can learn more about the payment plan. Let's say you don't want to write an email, you just want to get in right now, you can go to nftmillionaireseeker.com/payment plan. And then you can make your first payment and already get access if all of your questions have been answered. So you'll get access to the course, and then you will be added to the group. You will obviously you'll get the entire product because we trust you at the end of the day. So now the following. In fact, let me give you an opportunity to ask some questions based on what I've already shared. So before we actually proceed. So before we proceed, are there any questions that you would like for me to actually answer? So I'm going to allow you now to unmute yourselves. You can unmute yourself, ask questions, or you can type it within the chat. If there are no questions, if you don't have any questions, put the 8 in the comment. Once I see many 8s, and then I will just proceed. So I see Samsung says that I can only afford the book for now. So you can go and get the book now at nftmillionaireseeker.com. Get the book. You will be added into the readers group. So within that group, we also give you allocation to the private sale. So obviously not as much as if you got the course, but you can get the book and move forward. Okay. So at this point of time, let me quickly, sorry, it was. So now you are able to unmute yourself. You are able to unmute yourself.
Lucian, there was
Yes.
a question from one of the ladies. If you get in on the payment plan, are you still eligible for the free tokens? Can you just explain that to everybody, please?
Okay.
For
Yes.
every dollar?
Yes, most definitely. You will get access to the free tokens if you get in on the payment plan. Obviously, it's not going to be as much as those get when they pay in full. But let's say you pay $200 on the payment plan before the 7th of May. Or let's say you pay $100 before the 7th of May. If you pay $100 on your payment plan, you are going to get 1,000 NMS tokens. So 10 times the amount of dollars that you pay for your product. So if you pay $200 on the payment plan for your product, which is to buy it in full, you will have to pay $500. But let's say you pay $200. So which means you'll get that amount times 10 NMS tokens. I hope that that is clear. So yes, Dale, we are aware you bought the book. You were actually one of the first people to buy the book. Congratulations. So there is a group. When we send the book to you, just see there where you download the audio book and the digital book. There's also a link to join the WhatsApp group. Click that link and you'll get into the WhatsApp group. However, Lynn is also here. Her contact is there. Reach out to her and she will then add you to the WhatsApp group. Okay, any other questions? Any other questions? Someone asked if the Durbirds are on private sale and how do I know? So guys, the Durb NFTs, I know that this is a private sale training, but the Durb NFTs, something fantastic is coming to it. You are basically getting it for the private sale price if you were to go to the market now. I'm going to, after this call, I'm going to, before it is a holiday, I'm going to take my family out. But before I go, I'm going to send an update, the Durbirds update for this week. And by reading that, you will understand where they are actually going. So yeah, be in the group so we can actually share that with you. So any other questions? Any other questions before we proceed? Can I tell you guys about the next private sale? Okay, share with me a 9 if you want to hear about the next private sale. Yes, Samsung, when you buy the book, it also includes free training. But obviously you're not, the course takes you like step by step, we keeping your hand, etc. You're not going to get as much as those who get the course, but with the book, there also comes training. Okay, people are saying 9. They want to know about the next private sale. So let me then proceed and share my screen. Now, guys, when remember I said every token, NFT, etc., they represent the business. Businesses come and they say, you know what, get our token for X amount in the private sale, and then we are going to build whatever. And if we are profitable, and then we are going to be going up in value because we're going to buy back the tokens. But the next project or the next token, the next token that you can get into the next private sale, it's the NMS token. It's our very own token. And let me explain. The reason why this token will exist is because we want others within our community to grow with us. And remember, other businesses, they would take the money that comes in for the private sale, then they would go and build the product. We have taken our own money, we have built the app, we have invested into other private sales, over $30,000 invested into other private sales. we are already making money on a daily basis. The reason why Houdini got us over 600%, it's because they are making money already. When we invest into the private sale of Houdini, they were already making money. And that is the kind of private sale that you're getting into. Don't go to YouTube and go and see anything in a private sale and you think, no, you are early, etc. That might not be something legit. So it must be a business that is actually making money. So we have over $30,000 invested into different private sales. We also have a income of over $4,000 on a weekly basis. Then myself, we are also consulting to other businesses which generates income, and that monies are going back to the token where we'll be buying back tokens from the market. So when we buy back tokens from the market, that pushes the price up. So Houdini is buying back tokens on a monthly basis, and many of you who have been with us for a few months know what kind of returns we got from Houdini, the kind of returns we got from the other previous private sales like Bitcoin, etc. So without further ado, let's share. So I know that there will be questions on this. So let me explain quickly. So for the NMS token, obviously it's our own token. So it was founded, the company was founded in July 2021. Yes, we brought out different products before that, but I believe and I said, you know what, this is the product that I want to build for the rest of my existence, basically. And if something were to happen to myself, then there are plans in place for the company, obviously, to proceed because it's not a one-man show right here. So we are also launching our mobile app in May. So that is what we remember. Companies generally, they have the private sale first and then they do these things. We took our own money and we already founded the company. We built the mobile app. We formed partnerships which already generate us income. If we didn't have this private sale, we are still making money. The only reason why we have this private sale is because you guys are early. And at the end of the day, we want for you to go with us. So we'll give you the token. You are more than welcome to not buy into the private sale because it's not like we need this money to start the business. We already have built the business. But if you have been here early and you want to be rewarded for being a founding member, then you actually want to get into this. So the token, you will be getting it at 0.001 cent. And it closes on the 7th of May. I know that many of you have pleaded with me with other private sales when you were late. And because I've invested so much into this ecosystem, they always opened it up for me. But I promise you, on the 7th of May, when this closes, you will not be able to get in on the private sale price. After that, we are going to close it at 12 noon. So at the end of the day, that will be cut off. So the maximum amount that one can invest into the private sale is $1,500. The launch on the DEX will be on the 25th of June. So those who got into the private sale, we will decide if we want to open a pay sale and at what price we are going to get it in. But we will definitely get in at more expensive than the private sale price. So before it closes, you are more than welcome to participate in it. So if you got the book, if you have bought the book for $15, you are able to invest $50 to $150, any amount. Between 1,000 rand and 3,000 rand, you can invest into the private sale. If you have the course, you can invest between $50 or $500 into the private sale. But let's say you are part of the inner circle, those of us who have the NFT course and you have the trading course. So then you can invest between 50 and 1,500 US dollars. Many of those in the coaching program took the 1,500 US dollar full allocation and they want more. But guys, we want to share or spread and give more people this opportunity. So obviously, nothing stops you from buying into the coaching program again to get another 1,500 allocation. So that is basically how it works. If you have any questions, guys, reach out to support@luciangodfrey.com. You will be met with Lynn, and she will be able to answer all your questions. The WhatsApp and calling number is, as you can see on the screen. Guys, that is a help for us. And now, are there any questions that you have at this point of time?
Lucian,
Yes.
there are 2 or 3 questions in the chat.
Okay, I'll cover the 2 questions that I see. Lucian, please answer my above question. Okay, let me go to a scroll above. Okay, you will be able to, can you please just ask the question again? What is the question? I'm already on the payment plan. I will get 1,000. If you pay $200 on your payment plan and you joined from the 1st of May, and then you will get 2,000 tokens. Yes, if you joined after the 1st of May on the new price. Okay, so would 20K be considered modest investment? How many tokens on average? So for 20K, that is around about $1,000. So yeah, so you'll be at 0.01. You are obviously getting 1 million tokens. So what is the minimum amount on the private sale? The minimum amount is $50. 50. Okay. Did I answer all the questions? Okay, seems like I've answered all the questions, guys. It is a holiday. Thank you so much for actually being an action taker, because you are here. You invested this time already to be here. And I trust that our journey going forward will actually, it will be great. So guys, are there any questions before we hop off? Any questions? Okay, if there aren't any questions, guys, put a 10 in the comments if you are getting into the private sale. We just want to see who's planning on getting into the private sale. I'm not sure whether you guys were hearing me. I think I muted the mic. So once again, thanks so much for tuning in. And I see the 10s are flowing in, those who are planning to get in on this private sale. And guys, obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the WhatsApp group. Remember, if you are, for every product you get a different WhatsApp group. If you have the book, there's a WhatsApp group for that. There's limited info that comes through there. On the course, obviously, that is where most of the fun is happening. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the WhatsApp group. All the best.